Welcome to part 13, and really all the hard surface stuff is pretty much done, bar the little eagle at the back, which we're going to make probably just after these other things. But we're going to sculpt the skull now. So we just drag out a sphere primitive, make polymesh 3D, and now teeth go into edit mode. Sorry, just control N, clear that canvas, and teeth go into edit mode, and the floor is on. So we're going to be using our symmetry across Z, and what we want to do now with the reference, if we come up here to draw and adjust, now we can just we can crop this to the size of the skull, and okay, and now that's going to be cropped, and it's dead in the center as well here. So we bring the size of this up, and I'm just going to take out, just get my Wacom tablet out, and we just symmetry on. So I'm going to use the snake hook brush, and just going to start moving this into position here. Just get the rough size. Actually, first, this is huge, so I'm just going to come down here to deformation and unify, and now I'm going to just snap this to the size of the mesh. So I just want to come up to draw and just click that snap to mesh, and that'll snap your reference grid down to the size of your mesh. So that's why we cropped it to exactly the size, and then use unify, because if you noticed, the brush had gone up to a huge size, so it was too big. So back to what we were doing. Now I'm just going to use clip here, and we'll clip this off first. Here's the teeth. And while we're at it, we might as well just clip the back off, just to flatten it out, and maybe clip some of these off as well. And now we can just grab the trim dynamic brush and start trimming some of that off there at the side. Just try and get your basic shape that we want for the skull. And smooth it off a bit there. I'm going to just put this up to so I can see what I'm doing here. So just get our eye sockets and bring out that zygomatic bone there, and maybe bring some of this down here with the teeth there. Just grab the clip curve again and just clip the bottom of that off there now. And now we can start to just put in where our eyes are. So if you grab the move brush, you can hold down Alt, and that'll drag in with the normal. You can see there what it's done. And now I'm just going to grab clay build up and dig out a bit of this. just add somewhere in around the orbital bone and the zygomatic here. Dig some of this out, and we'll just bring this up, clay build up, temporal bone up there, and just a cranial bone on the front there. Sculpt a bit of that out, and maybe just down below here where the teeth are. And now I'm going to just drop the fill mode back down, smooth some of that out, and go back to the move brush. So obviously we don't really, you know, when you're starting off at these low kind of levels, it always looks a bit crazy for a while. Trim dynamic, just to get some of the planes in there. So you just have to kind of be patient. You always go through a stage of it looking absolutely terrible. You just have to motor on through that stage, and just keep her lit, as they say. I'll just pull this up at the bottom behind the teeth, or what are going to be the teeth. Sculpt them in when we've a bit more resolution. So this is only a small sort of a detail, so you know it doesn't have to be crazy detail or anything. It's more like an emblem, sort of a symbol on the gun. I'll just block in a couple of those teeth, smaller brush size, and just fill in above them, and that's pretty much as far as we can go at that low res. So we'll just divide it up, and I want to just mask off here and just blur it out a bit and move this up. And then we just put this, just clear that mask again. And we can mark the teeth a bit more here now. That extra bit of resolution that we have. Like the clay build up, and just put a little ridge here above the teeth. Just dig in a bit here. And a bit more here. Dig in a bit there, and right, we'll jump up a level again. And notice how I don't smooth. It's just jumping between levels. It just, you can I don't think we've dynameshed actually in a while either, so I'll just turn down the blur, turn on project, and just dynamesh. some of this out. And what are we up to now? 93. Right, now I'm just going to take go back up here now, and just going to go left to right, and we're just going to offset this over and maybe set it to 2. You can't actually set it to 2, like, or can you? No. Just so I can kind of see a bit more what I'm doing. I could put it into spotlight as well, but it's alright, we'll just soldier on. So I'm just going to angle that up a bit more, angle the eye socket up, and maybe angle this in a bit, bring that up, and you can see here it's a sort of a even stylized kind of skull a bit. I'm just going to put some more clay in here to zygomatic just to build it up a bit more. Just put some more of that in there. Separate the teeth out a bit and fill this back in, and I just want to make that a bit tighter there. And we'll bring that down and just kind of square that up a bit more. Narrow that in and just bring that up a bit and round it out slightly over here. I'm just going to turn on back face masking. It's quite thin there. And let's see, I'm just going to dig some of this out here. And I'm just going to get the pinch brush, pinch some of this in, and trim dynamic just to make that a bit more plainer. As I say, it's kind of stylized. Maybe just smooth, give it a run of smooth. A bit more plainer, dynamic. And maybe we will just pull these down a bit, the teeth, and a bit of damp standard in between them, separate them out a bit more. I'll turn off that floor for a second. I'm just going to mask out just get the mask pen, Mask pen. Mask out the teeth. And get the milk brush again and just pull this down. Maybe a little bit of flay. And a little bit of smooth. And damn standard again. Just pinch that in a bit there. And clear that mask. Right, so we're nearly done there for this quick sculpt. I'll just maybe dig some more of that out there. And yeah, I think we could nearly call that finito. Just dig a bit the side of this out. And a bit back in here. And if you really want to go to town, you can look at sort of proper skull references. I'm not doing that here, I'm just kind of winging it, as you can probably tell. Let's bring this in a bit here. I'm just using this reference that we have, considering it's a sort of a, as I say, a stylized kind of skull. So I'm just gonna maybe round this part out slightly. And bring the back in a bit. Yeah. Bring the whole thing up slightly higher. And I'm just going to make this a bit rounder there, so we grab the clay build up again. Just put a bit more clay back in there. And that's pretty much it, so I think I'll just stop the video here now. And I might just keep on you know, messing about here. Maybe add some more details and maybe come in with just make a few marks with the damn standard. And let's say mess about a bit more. So yeah, I think I'll stop this one here. And I might want to just play a bit more with the obviously with the shape of the skull. I didn't really do anything with the side here, but I'll mess about with that anyway. And I'll stop the video here anyway. Alright, see you in the next one. Cheers, thanks, good luck.